In the world of crypto, you hear this all the time: be your own bank. And that's an incredibly powerful idea. But what it really means is that you're also your own bank's security guard. Today, we're going to break down the single most important piece of that security puzzle: your seed phrase.
All right, before we dive in, just a quick heads up. This whole explainer is purely for educational purposes. It is absolutely not financial advice, so please always do your own research. So let's start with a little dose of reality, because the stakes here are really, really high. If you forget your bank password, no big deal, right? You just call them up and reset it. But if you lose your seed phrase, that's it. Your crypto is gone, forever. There's no 1-800 number to call for help. This is what self-custody is all about. Okay, so here's our game plan. First, we're going to talk about what this digital master key actually is. Then, and this is super important, we'll look at the common threats and mistakes that trip people up. After that, I'll give you a really practical safety checklist, show you how wallet recovery actually works, and then we'll wrap it all up. All right, first things first. What exactly is this thing that holds all the power? Let's get into what your digital master key is and, why it matters so much. So a seed phrase, or you might hear it called a recovery phrase, it's just a list of 12 or sometimes 24 simple words that your wallet spits out when you first set it up. Now, what's really cool is these aren't just random words plucked out of thin air. They're pulled from a very specific list of 2,048 English words. It's all part of a universal standard that lets you restore your wallet on pretty much any device. Honestly, the best way to wrap your head around this is with an analogy. Just imagine your crypto wallet is a giant bank vault. Well, your seed phrase isn't just one key to one little safety deposit box. Nope, it's the master key that can rebuild the entire vault from scratch, along with every single key for every box inside. It gives you total control. And this right here, this is where a lot of people get confused, so let's clear it up. The password for your wallet app, that's just the lock on the bank's front door. It only protects that specific app on that specific device. A private key? Think of that like the PIN for your debit card. It just authorizes one single transaction. But the seed phrase, that's the whole shebang. It brings everything back. It's the master key to the entire vault. So now you know what it is, but honestly, the really hard part is keeping it safe. Because knowing what to do is important, but knowing what not to do, that's probably even more crucial. So let's get into the most common ways people get into trouble. Listen, scammers are clever, and they prey on our trust. They'll build fake websites with typos so tiny you'd never notice. They'll slide into your DMs pretending to be tech support. They'll send you these frantic emails about a security breach to get you to panic. Or they'll dangle the promise of free tokens. But the goal, every single time, is exactly the same: trick you into giving them your seed phrase. Okay, let's talk about the number one biggest, most dangerous mistake you can make: storing your seed phrase digitally. I mean, taking a screenshot, putting it in your phone's notes, saving it to the cloud, any of it. Any device connected to the internet can be hacked. So let me give you the golden rule. Your seed phrase and the internet should never, ever meet. Period.
And mistake number 2, sharing it. Let me be as clear as I possibly can be on this. No legitimate company, no developer, no support person will ever ask you for your seed phrase. Ever. If someone asks you for it, it is a scam. 100% of the time. No exceptions.
Next up is clicking on bad links. Scammers are ridiculously good at cloning websites. You think you're on the real deal, but you look closely at the URL and there's a tiny little error. You connect your wallet, sign what you think is a normal transaction, and poof, your assets are gone. You have to be paranoid about the links you click. Double and triple check every single letter in that URL. Which brings us right to mistake number 4. Typing your seed phrase into a website. The only time, and I mean the only time, you should ever type out your seed phrase is when you are recovering your wallet on a brand new device using the official software you downloaded from the official website. Any web form that asks for your phrase is just a trap. And it's not just websites, which leads us to fake apps. Scammers will clone entire wallet apps and sneak them into app stores. You download what you think is the right one, you type in your phrase to import your wallet, and boom. You've just handed over the keys to the kingdom. So always go to the official website and use their links to download. Mistake number 6 is all about psychology. It's about letting yourself get rushed. Scammers love to create a false sense of urgency. You'll get a message like, "Your account is compromised, act now!" They want you to panic, so you'll click approve without thinking. The best defense is just to slow down. Read everything. If you feel that pressure, that urgency, that feeling itself is a giant red flag. And finally, the seventh mistake is just getting the terms mixed up. Some wallets have this advanced option called a passphrase. You might see it called the 25th word. This is not your seed phrase. It's an extra word that you create. And when you add it to your 24-word seed phrase, it actually creates a totally separate hidden wallet. It's a powerful feature, but if you forget that passphrase, the funds in that hidden wallet are gone for good. Phew! Okay, that was a whole lot of don'ts, I know. So now let's flip the script and talk about the do's. Here's a practical, straightforward checklist you can use to lock down your master key. This checklist really pulls it all together. And you'll notice the theme, right? It's all about physical, offline security. Write it down. Paper is good, but something durable like steel is even better. Make a couple of copies and store them in different safe places. And all the digital rules are here too. No photos, no sharing, verify your apps. And here are a couple of pro tips. Think about using a burner wallet with just a little bit of crypto for interacting with new apps. And this is so important. Actually test your backup. Send a tiny amount to your wallet and then try to restore it. You need to know it works before you're in an emergency. Now, let's talk about the whole reason this thing exists in the first place: recovery. Because here's the thing, if your phone falls in a lake or your laptop gets stolen, your crypto is fine. It's not on the device, it's on the blockchain. Your seed phrase is simply how you prove you're the owner. And the process is actually incredibly simple. You just get a new device, install the official wallet software again, but instead of clicking Create New Wallet, you'll look for an option that says Import or Restore Wallet. You choose that, and then you just carefully type in your 12 or 24 words in the exact right order. And that's it. The wallet does its magic, and all of your funds reappear safe and sound. Okay, let's bring it all home. If there's one core message I want you to walk away with, it's that in this world, you are the one in charge. So if you remember nothing else from this entire explainer, please remember these 4 things. 1, your seed phrase is your master key. Guard it like it's the most valuable thing you own, because it is. 2, real security is offline security. Keep it physical. 3, being in control is awesome, but it also means you have 100% of the responsibility. And 4, always verify before you trust. Question everything. And one last time, just a friendly reminder that this is all about staying safe out there. It is not any kind of investment advice. So I'll leave you with this to think about. In a world where you really are your own bank, what's the one single thing you're gonna do today to make sure your vault is secure? Thanks for sticking with us. We'll catch you in episode 3.